This is Bernard, and he's obsessed with his landlord. So obsessed that she had to ask medics to cut her own lips off so she could breathe. It's 2017 in DeLand, Florida. Bernard has a problem. His romantic feelings for Tracy are not going anywhere. This is Tracy, his landlord. He's obsessed with her. He asks her kids, where she's at, what she's doing. He obsessively calls her nonstop. She doesn't respond. You see, Tracy was just doing a favor for a friend when she lent her gazebo in her backyard to this man named Bernard. He stayed there for almost a year, but things with Bernard started to get real strange. You see, Bernard had access to the main house. He was able to go in the kitchen, the bathroom. As he was trying to infiltrate the family, he was just hit with a closed door. So Tracy was living a great life. She was a hardworking mother. She was kind, generous, and she found someone from her past. She started dating one of her high school sweethearts. Bernard did not like that. So one night when Tracy was parked outside her home, probably sitting in her car, finishing up a phone call or sending that last text maybe, or I don't know, decompressing. When out of nowhere, Bernard comes charging at her with a Gatorade bottle full of gasoline. He throws it into the passenger seat. It hits the floor and it splashes all over Tracy. Then he lights it on fire. The whole entire car is engulfed in flames. So much so that the side of her house was scorched. Somehow, Tracy managed to get out of the vehicle and run to her front door. She's banging on the windows, she's banging on the door, screaming for help, trying to get in. Her son comes stumbling out, wondering what's going on, when he sees his mom frantic and frightened, screaming as she's engulfed in flames. She runs past him to the bathroom where her daughter is just getting out of the shower. She starts banging on the door, screaming, "Call 911, call 911. He tried to kill me." As the paramedics arrive, Tracy comes barging out of the house, running straight towards them. Her clothes were melted to her skin. They said she had flesh dripping from her arms and her legs. When they get Tracy into the ambulance, they try to put an oxygen mask on her. And as they're putting it on her, she's pushing them off and she whispers, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe." Tracy asks them to cut her lips off so that she could breathe because her flesh was burned so bad. It was falling back into her mouth, obstructing her airways. Not only was Tracy engulfed in flames and severely burned, but she was also shot in the shoulder. Her skin complexion is unrecognizable. It wasn't until later that they found out that she was a Black woman. Tracy had to be airlifted to a hospital in Orlando, where she succumbed from her injuries 13 days later. Bernard fled the scene like a coward, of course. He wasn't caught until 2 years later in 2019 at a traffic stop. He's now serving life in prison for premeditated first-degree murder and 2 consecutive 30-year sentences for 2 counts of arson. This is a really sad story about a woman who was just trying to help a friend. And he was a good family friend at that. According to reports, Bernard told Tracy that if I can have you, no one else can. Classic last words of the fucking psychotic.